Everything is all your fault. Well, that's a pretty rude thing to say, but it's the truth. I've always kind of taken life with this perspective that everything is my fault. Here's why this is an important distinction. When you look at your life from the perspective that everything is your fault, you are now in control of the process. And that is one of the two things that you have control over: your effort and your attitude. When you look at things as them being all your fault, you have the power to make the change. When we begin to blame circumstance, when we begin to blame other people for why we're in the place that we're in, we give away our power. We literally become powerless because the only things we can control are our effort and our attitude. We can't control the weather. We can't control what other people think about us. We can't control our boss. We can't control anybody. So if you haven't lost the weight, it's your fault. If you haven't gotten stronger, built the deadlift, built the press, if you haven't passed a certification, if you haven't been able to do X, Y, or Z, it's all your fault. And that's a good thing, because now what's required to make the change is within your power. And since it's your fault, you have the power to change your behavior. You have the power to change your course of action. But if you continue to look at life as, well, it's not my fault, you'll continue to, one, stay exactly where you're at, and two, remain powerless. Only when you take ownership of the circumstance and the situation can you actually solve the problem. And as a consequence, create the future that you want.